ever just get down on your knees and thank God that you know me.
Welcome Shade Squad. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button in the next 5 seconds. Beep, 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 beep. Alright guys, RGTI stock. I have not talked about this one in a while, mainly because it's kind of a little too expensive, right? It's above the purple line. But the funny thing is, over the long term, we're trending to the upside. Looks like an ascending triangle. We're trying to break out. If we break out, we need to break out above that $18 level. If we can break 18, we go back to 2021. Then we'll see what kind of reaction we get there. Right now, the most important thing to take note of is the fact that we're creating kind of a, I would call this a head and shoulders pattern right here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Maybe it's a little more clear here. And we're trending to the upside. Like this looks like it wants to break out, but let's go to the monthly. Yeah, look at that monthly trend here. Trend is intact. We want to break out higher. Quarterly time frame looks good. Yearly time frame. The yearly time frame looks incredible as well. You can see here big red year for 2022. Green barely recovered here. Barely holding on for this year. Followed by a bullish engulfing green year for 2024. So we would expect this to, we did have a bear market this year, so I think over the long term we go higher. This is a good investment in my opinion. Let's look at the yearly time frame again. Okay, so quarterly we found support under 10 and now it's trying to get back to 20 plus. That might be a cup here and then we get a handle and break out. That could also happen. Let's look at the weekly time frame. Now look at that, cup, handle, breakout. So I would definitely look for a I kind of just don't like that it's nowhere near the purple line. I think if you're investing in this, definitely invest in it for long term. But if you're looking to get the discount, you would have to wait for the purple line. But it has not touched the purple line since 2025, April 4th. So May, June, July, August, so 4 months. It's been 4 months since it touched the purple line. Obviously, if you bought at the purple line back then, you've made a lot of money, right? Nearly 3x'd. So that's why buying at the purple line is ideal. But it's trending to the upside. And it's really not, it's going to come back to the purple line at some point. But right now, at least in the shorter term, it keeps coming back down to that white line. That white line is I believe it's the 50 EMA. I was going to say the 21. I don't think it's the 21. Let me check. Sometimes I change it. Is it the 50? Yeah. So it's the 50 EMA. Let me look at the, where's the other one? Why is the 100 not there? Yeah, it's the 50. So I would, if you want to buy and get a discount, buy at the white line at the 50 EMA. That would be the way to go about it, because if I grab my measuring tool, every time you buy at the white line, you're getting at least a 27% discount. Here you're getting because that's what we're about buying discounts. Here you're getting about a 20, yeah, you get about a 20% discount. Obviously buying, yeah. So you get a bit of a discount, but of course, if it comes down to the purple line, you get like a, 30, sometimes 40, 50% discount. Depends on how high it comes. Like here it hit 21, then it dropped to the purple line here for a nice 67% discount. So obviously the bigger the discount you get, the more money you stand to make, and the less chances you're gonna hold a bag. But I think this anything quantum, RGTI, IonQ, any of the other ones, and if we look at the quantum ETF, which is important to look at because that keeps track of the quantum sector. Where is it? Quantum, there it is, the Quantum Defiance ETF. Let's look at the yearly time frame on the Quantum Defiance ETF. What happens is quantum as a whole is year after year just going higher. There's going to be bear markets along the way, yes, but they're nothing more than a dip buying opportunity. And you can see here it's gone from a low of 17 to where it is right now at 96. Or not 96, a high of 96. Right now it's sitting at 94. So over the long term, not a bad investment if you're a believer in quantum. So quantum is trending to the upside, kind of like semiconductors just keep going up. So do not sleep on this yearly trend. I think this is not a buy right here, not at the top. I mean, even quantum ETF right now is literally at the top, so it's kind of, we shouldn't be surprised that RGTI is also at the top. It's almost like they follow one another. Surprise, surprise. So I would just wait for the 50 EMA, because at least you get a discount there. Because this thing just, who knows when it'll come down to the purple line. But I would add like half of your position, and then if it does come to the purple line, cool, you get to still buy with the other half. Too many people make the mistake of lump summing. But I think it's inevitable that we break out and go back to 20 plus, in my opinion. So it's up to you. You got to think of $21 as a magnet. It's a magnet, and it's inevitable that we're gonna go higher. It's not going to happen right away. Too many people get it twisted and think, oh, he said it's going to 21, I'm buying right now, it's going to go. But no. Everything takes time. Too many people, they want to get rich quick. They want all the money right now. They chase, and then they hold a big bag, because the real money is made buying at discounts. Whether you're using the 50 EMA or the 200. It's rare that I use the 50 and the 200. What is it? EMA? I don't use the exponential. I use the weighted, but with the way we're trending, sometimes you just got to switch over to where the price is bouncing off of, and it's very clear that buyers love this. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, or I don't know. I don't know why it works. It just does. Might as well just, abuse that pattern, right? If there's a stock that's showing you a pattern of always coming down to that 50, that white line, that 50 EMA, that exponential moving average, then why not buy there and just ride it back up with everyone else? The smart ones, at least. Like, why not just abuse that? If it's a pattern, abuse it. So, and I said this before, I think I said, hey, once we go into a bull run, some of these stocks might not pull back to the purple line, because the purple line strategy only works really in a bear market. It works in a bull run too, but it's just very rare. It's rare that it comes back to the purple line. It depends on the stock too. I'm talking mainly about the stronger companies, the companies that have strength behind them. It can take a while. It can take 8 months for them to come back to the purple line. So weaker companies, of course, they'll fluctuate around the purple line, and very garbage companies will just trend below the purple line, and rarely come back to touch the purple line as it goes lower, like Mullen stock or color stock. So it really does. It's very stock dependent. But anyways, at the end of the day, it's about abusing those patterns. So you see the pattern, I see the pattern. We're not stupid. We both see this. Clearly, the purple line, we might not see it for a while. So why not buy some at the white line, and then some more at the purple? Since it really has not come down under the purple line and stayed under it since wow, look at this. This is crazy. So the last time, let me remove. Oh yeah, someone asked me if I play Mario music in the background. I do, because it's free, or I think it's not copyright. I don't think it's copyrighted. So the last time we were under the purple line was way back in October 21, 2024. Since then, we skyrocketed to 21.42, pulled back and touched briefly, very briefly, went under the purple line, and that's it. So it's very rare that this comes down to the purple line, which is why I'm telling you, let's just buy at the white line. So I'm not going to alert it here, but I'm just letting you know what I'm seeing in terms of patterns that we can abuse over the long term. And anyways, that's it for the video. I don't think we need to touch on anything else. I think it's inevitable that we go to 20 plus. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't click off just yet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about this year's bonus play with Netflix stock. If you want to learn more about this play, check out the video in the description below. There will be a link, and you can see the potential for 25 to 50% on this bonus play. So Netflix stock, just a real quick rundown. Trends on the yearly for the past 13 years. It's only had 2 red years and 11 green years. Let that sink in. Again, check it out. Great bonus play. Now let's move on to the next part of the video. That's it for this episode of the Stock Market Show. Patreon.com/ShadeandTrades if you want to join the private Discord for trade alerts. As you can see here, Shane, cool, thanks, man. I made over 50%. I'm really excited. I really appreciate your work. I did take profit. I love this. Jeff, advice on when to buy and sell makes the difference of thousands of dollars. $50 a month is well worth it. Virgilus, Shades Houstings, sitting on 1,600 shares of Sound, up 21%. Shall I keep holding? So again, patreon.com/Shades and Trades for trade alerts. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.
Crossing, I take my chance. Risk is managed, I let it dance.